Alright, so as guys, man, I shock you, and today I'm gonna bring you a little bit more of a story time. You guys really seem to like the last video, the people fucking video, and I swear to God that was true. So anyways, let's just get right into this. Okay, so there's this girl in my class, but for privacy reasons, we're just gonna call her Heather. I'm not gonna say what class it is or anything, but basically, this girl is just making up a bunch of bullshit. And you know what? I'm kind of here just to call her out on it. I haven't called her out in person because that's just kind of rude in my opinion. But, anyways. So, constantly she's making up more and more bullshit. The first time it started, it was with, I have, like, sleep insomnia and shit like that. It's just what she kept saying. Because we were all, like, really tired. It was, like, a Monday morning and shit. She's like, well, I have fucking sleep insomnia, so I'm just like, you don't really seem too tired. And then she goes on to tell a story, like, she only got, like, an hour of sleep last night or some random bullshit. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I'm really not buying it. But then she goes on to say about a bunch of fucking random ass disabilities. A couple of them I didn't even know of, really. And I only remember a few of them. She's like, I have severe depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, she's anorexic, and then the insomnia thing. But she just, let's just, what? And then she goes on to further explain some of them. Well, my depression really doesn't show all that much. And yeah, she did use ums and shit like that, so, you know, that's like the first sign that she's bullshitting. So she's sitting there like, yeah, my depression really didn't show all that much, unless I'm sad. I'm like, fucking really? It doesn't show unless you're sad. We got a fucking rocket scientist here, swear to God. And then she goes on to explain schizophrenia. She said, I don't really see things. Damn, you just fucking see that feed? That's fucking nice. She goes on to explain her schizophrenia. She's like, I don't really see people. I hear voices, but they're all really nice voices. I'm like, okay, sure, Harley Quinn. But then she goes on to talk about her anxiety. Like, she's like, I get so anxious sometimes when we gotta do like class projects and shit. I'm like, when I gotta meet new people, when I had to go in for a job interview, I'm like, yes, that's just called being nervous. That's not anxiety at all. That's just normal human behavior. Going in for like an interview, presenting in front of a class, unless you're just good presenter. I really don't mind getting in front of the class. Doesn't really bother me that much. But we're not here to talk about me. We're talking about lying bitches. But then after that day ended, and you know, it was just like, whatever. Oh, that day also, she said her dad's got diabetes, and like, how her family's like starving, poor as fuck, and shit like that, even though everybody in her family works. Yes. She's like, my dad just got a new job, it's a pretty good job, and stuff like that. And then, also that day, she talked about how her brother and shit like that is like abusive and takes all the Pop-Tarts. Yes. Seriously, Pop-Tarts. Anyways, so then the weekend goes by and stuff like that, and I'm guessing she's doing this just so we feel pity for her. What the fuck are you going, bitch? You're supposed to be dead. But I'm really not feeling pity for this like 5'2", 80-pound person, and I'll get to why that's important here in a minute. Anyways, sorry, had to focus up right there. Just today, actually, she goes on to talk about how she was in an insane asylum or a psych ward, one of those things, like a rehab center in a way. And she goes on to like talk about how she had this roommate, which I mean, you know, I have never been to like a psych ward, but you know, I'm pretty sure they don't give you roommates. I'm pretty sure it's not like buddy time. It's not like you gotta have a swimming buddy or some shit. I'm pretty sure you're there to make you do better, not to fuck with other people's minds. But she talks about how she was in there for like 6 months, and I'm like, when was this 6 months? Because you've been at school for like ever. And our summers are only like 2 months long, or like a month and some odd days long. I'm like, dang, I'm just what? So after that happened, I of course just fucking sat there in silence, like I'm not gonna feel pity for you or fucking anything. But then she talks about how guys are like always hitting on her and shit. And I'm like, not really buying that one either. I don't know who you hang around, but I'm really not buying it. Because, like I said, you are 5'2", 80 pounds soaking wet. I'm really not seeing it, and like you're. No, I said she ain't that cute. But that's not really the whole reason behind this. Is there like a time limit on this? Oh no. Anyways, she goes on to talk about how her first roommate, yes, her first, she had more than one apparently, was a cannibal. Now, real quick, just use your brains here for a second. Why would a psych ward, knowing that this guy is a cannibal, why would he put another human being in the same room, unsupervised? Because they got to sleep in these rooms and shit. Oh, damn, that fucking ended quick as fuck. Okay, we'll just start up another game, but I'll keep telling you guys the story because it doesn't have that much longer left. Low-key, don't know if I started recording. Guess y'all find out if you see this and you hear this comment, because I don't know if I clicked the record button. Oh well, we'll just go with it, because if not, good practice. She goes on to talk about the cannibal roommate, and she's like, yeah, I had to get a new roommate because, well, he's cannibal, and that when I woke up, he was biting my head, yes, that many ums, no fucking joke, that many ums. So I'm just sitting there like, this guy's not a very good cannibal. Go straight for the head, something hollow, not very much meat. You know, just my opinion. But then she had this, she said I went and got a new roommate, which I'm not really sure if you can just ask for a new roommate. And you know, in college that shit don't work. So I'm doubting it's working at a psych ward where you really don't have any rights in there. And you can't leave anyways, so it's like, yeah. And she said she got this girl, which she said the cannibal was a guy, and I don't, you know, not even in college do the guys have the same room as the girls, so, you know, I'm not really buying it at the psych ward, especially with a cannibal. Just, there was just so many plot holes in this story. 6 months, never gone, just so much fucking shit. And then, the next roommate, I cannot remember what she said she was, but she said she was crazy too, or some shit. And I'm just sitting there, and like, she never really explained why she was in the psych ward. I don't even know if it's called a psych ward. I really feel like I'm wrong here, like extremely wrong, but we're just gonna keep calling it that because it sounds right. She says that she had to call her mom just to ask if she can get her out of there. I'm like, I don't know if that's really how it works. It's like a rehab center. It's not like, unless you check in by yourself, which she didn't, you can't even be removed until they feel necessary most of the time. So, anyways, she's like, Mom, you gotta get me out of here. And yes, she goes to talk about the conversation they had. And her mom's like, no, you can't really do that. She kind of slides past this, like nobody caught this fucking next detail. She's like, and then her mom, she's like, Mom, you gotta get me out of here. And then she's like, and her mom apparently said, no, honey, you can't come out. We're cutting. I'm like, is that really something to put your kid in a psych ward for? First off, like, if this story is true, she's a teenager at the time. So, you know, honestly, normal teenage behavior, thinks the world fucking sucks when it don't. And, yeah, just, anyway, she never explained how she finally got out, or maybe she's still in it. Maybe she's just, her schizophrenia is acting up, you know. Maybe she imagined the whole thing, honestly. If anything's true, it's gotta be schizophrenia, because nobody believes all this shit about themselves. And then she's like, oh, pity me, all this fucking shit after a while. And then, I really cannot remember what happened after that. It's just so much bullshit, and I was just trying to ignore it. Just get through my fucking class and move on with my fucking day. Because it's fucking Tuesday. Or Monday. I don't fucking know what day of the week it is, honestly. Yeah, but anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. That's it. I will update you guys on the story if I get anything else juicy. Because honestly, I think this is gonna continue for the rest of this fucking semester. Every fucking day, I'm just gonna have to hear more and more bullshit. And you know, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I did. Instead of like calling her out on it, I kinda did in a way. I just started sitting there and I just started pretending to sneeze. I just going, they were a lot better than that. That was, I'm sorry, you guys had to hear that. Anyways, my friend, and nobody asked what I was doing, and then somebody finally asked, he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit right now." It only acts up when I'm around stupid people, and apparently she never heard me, because otherwise I probably would have got punched. Oh, hang on. One quick final fucking detail. She said she beat up, and this is where the 5-2 thing comes in. I completely fucking spaced this part. She tells me, or she tells her friend that sits behind her, that she had an abusive boyfriend, and her dad's abusive, all that fucking shit. I think I already told you guys about the abusive dad shit, but she said, the abusive boyfriend. First off, I ain't buying that you got a boyfriend if you got this many fucking personal problems. You need to work on yourself first, bitch. But, I don't even know why I just did that. Anyways, she says she beat up her ex-boyfriend that was abusive. First off, ex-boyfriends that's abusive. I doubt your little 5'2", 80-pound ass is gonna beat him up. Second off, I still don't think you had a boyfriend. Not buying it. Fuck! There's never another. Try to hit a feed right there. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure you guys go check out Pat's channel. He was here for the first take of this, but I didn't really like it. So I decided to do this live instead of recorded gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the gameplay was enjoyable, because a couple of you guys complained about the last story time not being very entertaining because it was just a Rise and Director Zombies gameplay that I wasn't even fucking playing in because I really didn't want to die because me and Pat were going for high rounds. So yeah, anyways, I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure you share with like. Low-key gonna be pissed off as fuck if I didn't fucking record.